Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. And today's video is going to be a little different, so I'm going to explain it really quickly. So about 20 minutes prior to me recording what we're recording now, I had recorded my reaction to the entire episode of Hacks On. However, while I was recording, or more so, right as I finished recording and, I clicked the stop button to stop recording, it had my computer reset itself. I don't understand why. I know technology, but I'm not that good. But the entire time my computer was restarting, I was praying. I was like, please tell me that when I hit stop recording that, it's still saved, but when when I turn my computer back on, the file was corrupted because it didn't fully load up. So there's nothing I can do about that, and I don't want to record another reaction for the sake of it's not going to be my authentic reaction. Like, that's one of the things I want to keep. I want to keep my authentic reaction. So when things like that happen, I came up with this idea on the fly. I'm like, okay, I seen the episode. I'm just going to do a little review for it. So it'll be a nice little short videos for when things like this happen. And it's just like I just said, things like this do tend to happen at some times, so I'm not gonna stress too hard about it. I already have COVID. I don't need to be even more stressed than I already am right now. I'm on lockdown right now in my room, things of that nature. But it's gonna be a small little review of the episode, my thoughts, concerns, things that for the future. That's basically what this video is going to be about. And I would like to apologize for not being able to give you guys my reaction, because I know some of you guys do like my reactions and stuff like that, and seeing how I react to certain situations that happen in the episode. So I do want to apologize for that. But if you are not already subscribed to me, I don't know what you are doing. And if you would love to see me live and unfiltered, the best way to do that is to go subscribe to me on follow me on Twitch. And you can do that by clicking all the links down below, because the links to that and all my other social medias can be found down below, and I'm not going to go over all my social medias because we don't have time for that. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, hello, how you doing? And honestly, today's episode, I really did enjoy it. The one thing that I'm glad we're circulating, I want to bring up, is that that keeps coming back, a reoccurring theme in every episode, is Ladybug lying and or not telling Cat Noir everything that he honestly should know, given the fact that she sees him as his equal but doesn't tell him things like this, such as, I thought this was the worst possible way for Cat Noir to find out that someone knows her identity, is he found out on his own, but in a way that could hurt him. And I mean, obviously not physically, but emotionally hurt him, because it's just okay, this girl shows up, and I don't think the way how the episode was, I don't think he knew that was Alia, Rena Rouge, whatever. But it's just he shows up and is like, you're not Ladybug. How did you get this miraculous? She wouldn't just give it to you without telling me. And it's just he says that a lot. He says, oh, she wouldn't do this. She wouldn't say this, do this, that, and the third without her telling me, which obviously she's doing. And it's just Cat Noir, I want to say he feels, from my perspective, I can tell he's feeling kind of left out and also feeling useless. And honestly, Plague, I love Plague. He's my third favorite Kwame, but Plague's no help at all, because I don't want to say he doesn't gaslight Adrian, but when Adrian expresses his feelings to Plague about the Ladybug situation and her not telling him things and stuff like that, he said in the one episode, which names I forgot, he's oh, she's the Guardian. She can do what she wants. She does not have to tell us things. She's not obligated to tell us anything. And I'm well, he's still entitled to those feelings, given the fact that A, she just became the Guardian, for one, and for two, they've been working together for so long. You would think that their trust and bond would be good enough for her to tell him things that he needs to know, him finding out that Alia and Nino know each other's identities. He didn't find that out from Ladybug. He found that out from Nino, who, in my opinion, he should not have told him that. That was not within his right. Like, it was one thing for him to tell Adrian that he was Carapace, because obviously he doesn't know that he's Cat Noir. But it's one thing for him to tell him that he's Carapace, but it was another for him to reveal Alia's identity in the process. I did not vibe with that. I did not like that at all. I wish he did not do that. Because not only, and then on top of that, he also found out that it made it even worse, because in the midst of him talking to Nino was like, yeah, me and Ali are a couple. We share everything. We don't keep secrets, even though it's like the only reason why you know is because Ladybug gave you both the Miraculous at the same time, because Scarlet Moth was on the run and stuff like that. That was the only reason why he found out. So I don't know why he was boasting about that. Like, they told each other their secret identities by choice, which they didn't. And on top of that, Alia already knew he was Carapace. It's just Nino, he's not the brightest, you know, he's not the brightest Cabbage Patch in there. But more so talking about Haxon, it's just like, I love that. I want to just, to close that thing, I want to say I love that we're exploring more and more on Cat Noir's feelings every episode, because his feelings are valid. His feelings do matter in this type of situation, given the fact that, you know, Ladybug doesn't tell him things and stuff like that. Now, as for Alia as Ladybug, or Scarabug, I don't remember how she pronounced it, but I did really like her as it. Obviously, I don't want to say that she's a bad Ladybug, because she's not a bad Ladybug. I don't think she's fit for the job to be a full-time Ladybug when Marinette is gone, because as you can see in the episode, she didn't really solve it on her own, if that makes sense. Like, she still needed Marinette to handle the situation, to fix everything. Like, for example, like how she struggled with the Lucky Charm. Honestly though, her struggling with the Lucky Charm, I'm not gonna knock her too much for that, because I think that has to do with like a confidence thing. Like, usually when you get the Lucky Charm out, you can see what goes with what you're supposed to do. But she was nervous and didn't have a lot of confidence in her being Ladybug at the moment. So when she was looking around, nothing was like popping off for her to like realize what she needs to do. So I do think that that's more of a confidence thing, because in my reaction, I did say, I was like, I wonder like why it didn't go off for her. Like, I just thought there was nothing around for her to do. And then, you know, when Cat Noir reassured her, built up her confidence within that fight, she got on that, even though, like I just said, she had to get Marinette out of the database for things to work. And like, Marinette has used other people to deakumatize someone before, but like in this instance, Alia, I don't want to knock her as Ladybug, because she's not the best Ladybug, but she's not the worst Ladybug either. Like, Adrian did a better job as Ladybug than Alia did, and I'll die on that hill. But like, he was still working with Marinette in some way, so like, it just, I don't know, it's just a touchy subject right now. Not really a touchy subject, just like, I really don't want to say she's a bad Ladybug, because she's not. But that's enough of that. Now, as for the plan, I thought it was a good plan. I thought it was a very good plan, and as we can see, I think Natalie was a part of the plan. Like, I think Natalie came up with a part of this plan as well. And I do wish that Natalie would get off of bed rest. Obviously, she needs to rest because of all the time she used the Peacock Miraculous, and it was, you know, hurting her while she was using it and stuff like that. So I completely understand why she's on bed rest, but I do wish that, like, she would finally be able to get up and work and do things, because, Gabriel, he needs Natalie. Because every plan that Natalie has, it almost works. Like, Natalie does a lot of damage to Ladybug and Cat Noir when, you know, it's her plan, the whole thing is her idea. It always almost works, other than like the one teensy thing that they don't account for, and, you know, obviously her plan gets dismantled. But like they struggle more with Natalie's plans against them than they do with Gabriel's plans. Like I do hope that nothing happens to Natalie, because the rumor going around right now is that Gabriel is prepping Natalie for a sacrificial ceremony because of what happened in a previous episode. I think it was the first Bunnix episode when they talked about ancient Egypt and a certain sacrifice to the sun god and stuff like that, and people were saying, oh, this sounds like Gabriel, Natalie, and Gabriel's wife, whose name eludes me right now because I'm not the brightest. But I think that's all my opinions on the episode are. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting. No. There's nothing else I have for the to add. And again, I would like to apologize for this such short video. If you stuck around the whole time, I do appreciate it, because it's like at the end of it, when I finished my reaction, I did a much better explanation. I feel like I might be a little agitated because of the fact that the video file got corrupted and I wasn't able to use that. But if you stuck around for the whole video, I do so appreciate it, and I promise you next time I will have everything done correctly and it'll be a proper reaction. We won't have any technical difficulties, I pray. But in case we do, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little review, a little 10-15 minute review of the episode, my thoughts and concerns. But if you like what you saw today, please go ahead and leave a like for me, please. That would be very much appreciated. Also, if you have any comments, concerns, or theories of today's episode, or what you think the how you think the show is going to go in the future, please, I would love to hear them. And I see, like I said, I always see all my comments, and I respond to majority all of them that like need a response, because some people just say a statement that don't need a response to them. But 9 out of 10, I'm always responding. I'm always seeing what you guys are commenting, and I've seen some theories in my comment sections before that were really good and got the gears turning in my head about certain things about the show that could go down. But I will definitely see you guys in the next reaction video, which will be whenever the next episode of Miraculous Ladybug drops. But until then, I will see you guys later.